AITA for making a major decision to change our last name without consulting my family? Not the a-hole. I, 38F, got married 3 years ago to my husband, 41M, and changed my last name to his right away. My relationship with my in-laws was never great, but it was civil until 2020 when our differences became impossible to ignore. They never welcomed me into their family or made any effort to be part of our lives. My husband used to say, "They're just like this with new people." But over time, they didn't just alienate me, they alienated him too. They implied I was a gold digger and called me some awful names. My husband had enough in our first year of marriage. When he went low contact, they tried guilt, manipulation, and passive aggressiveness to get him back into his previous role in the family, basically doing all the work in the relationship. When that didn't work, they cut us off. They never called much before, but now they never call at all, yet still play the victim. I have BPD, and after my diagnosis last year, my therapist explained that people with BPD sometimes struggle with identity. My new last name never felt like me, especially considering his family. We had talked about it a lot, and my husband actually suggested we both change our last names. I didn't want my maiden name back. It was hard to spell, pronounce, and not common in our country. I liked his last name because it was common, but I didn't want the baggage that came with it. After a year of discussion, we settled on my grandmother's deceased maiden name. It's commonish, easy to say and spell, and honors my family, who we have to thank for our wonderful life today. The process was shockingly easy. We set up a court date, filled out the paperwork, had a hearing, and within a few weeks, it was done. Then, we updated our names on social media. That's when all hell broke loose. His family found out and is furious. Some of my family is mad too. They claim we had no reason or right to change it. I told them it was a decision between me and my husband, and it wasn't up for debate. His side cut us off long ago, so their outrage is laughable. On my side, no one owns the name. It left with my grandmother when she passed. One of my aunts even said I needed permission. As far as I'm concerned, the only permission that would have mattered was from my grandma or my dad, both of whom are gone. My mother and siblings love the idea, but the backlash has been overwhelming. We are basically gray rocking at this point. It wasn't a rash decision. We thought about it for a year, discussed it thoroughly, and we are both incredibly happy with our choice. The only thing making me second guess it is whether we should have given people a heads up. But honestly, it's our name, our decision, and I don't regret it.